Good evening, Facebook friends. Baxter Cribs here with you once again this evening. Running kind of late. It's been a really busy day, which is a good thing. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here a few minutes. I started a little thing last night from the Facebook page talking about a self-confidence formula. And as I talked about, that comes from the book that Ray Higdon wrote, Vibrational Money Immersion, and basically he's using some principles that he learned from Think and Grow Rich and is transferring them over into the network marketing system. And so I was giving my take on what I thought these things were in little bitty bite-sized chunks, because after all, isn't that the way you eat an elephant, is that you take it in one bite at a time. And so I did 2 of those last night, and if you did not get to see that, if you will, scroll down the feed. It should be the last video there, and you can look at that and view the first 2 items that I gave. And then now you can go, and tonight I just want to give one since it's so late and I got a little bit of stuff ready here. And so the second one that I want to talk about, or number 3, is that we should use auto-suggestion to develop your self-confidence is what we should do. And so in this here, you want to use self-auto-suggestion because this type of method is that it helps you to repeat something over and over and over in yourself, in your mind, in your head, until you make that desire become a reality. Now, the idea behind auto-suggestion is a certain way you do it, and there's many ways that you can do it, as this also comes from Dan Kennedy talked about how to do this. Dr. Maxwell Maltz in Psycho-Cybernetics talked about this. Brian Tracy has a whole program basically on self-confidence and auto-suggestion being a part of that. And so basically, like I said, what that auto-suggestion is self-talk. Okay, and that's what amounts to, in its simplest terms, because we have running conversations with ourselves all the time, every day, every night. You lay down in bed, you talk to yourself, and what you say to yourself, or what you take in through your 5 senses, is what is applied to your subconscious and your auto-suggestion to come about the desired thing that you want to happen in your life. And so to have self-confidence, you're talking to yourself saying, I've done this, I've done a good job, or whatever it might be. Today I've done this. There was a story told in one of Brian Tracy's cassettes, how a woman came home every day to the husband, and all she did was complain about how bad she failed and how she done this, and she felt like she couldn't do her job. And he told her he didn't want to hear that anymore, that every time she come home every day, he wanted to hear 4 things of what she did do that day that was good. And so that helped her to develop self-confidence in the things that she was able to go back and begin to develop that. And so I did do that good. I can do that good. And it became a self-talk. And the self-talk is kind of like I learned from another person, Mike Dayton, years ago, as he talked about how to make your body, that you could use your mind to train your body to do what you wanted to do as far as building muscles and so forth, and you focused on that area. And he said, take a lemon and you bite into that lemon, and that lemon, that's one of your senses, is your taste, and you're visually looking at that lemon so you know what it looks like. You bite into it and you're hearing your teeth as it bites into that, so because you can hear how you chew. And then you feel, if you're actually looking in a mirror, you can see the expression on your face of how that lemon makes your face turn sour looking. And so it puts all these things together, because you're also touching that. And so then you can put that down and you can wait till the next day and sit down and visualize that lemon in just a split second, and it would make your mouth had that same sour pucker and begin to water to compensate for that. And so therefore an auto-suggestion has come into your mind, and you now are displaying that back out in a reality that your body's responding to that. The mind works the very same way in auto-suggestion. You tell it these things in a way that it remembers it, And then so that it tells you, okay, you've done good at this. And your self-conscious then begins to bring about your self-confidence, because it tells you every time you're confronted with a situation, you can do that. You can do this. You got this. And so it reaffirms what you've done. Dan Kennedy said he taught salespeople how to become self-confident in sales is that they made a diagram on a piece of paper. He said, take that paper and make you a diagram, 30 days, 31 days, whatever the month might be. Down the side of it, put down there 10 things that you would do during the day to make your sales advance. And then over here, check a box every time in that day that you've done one of those things. And the more you've seen that box fill up, the greater your confidence became. And so you had a visual, you had a physical, you had all these things that said, you can do this, look how good you're doing. And your self-confidence began to grow through the suggestion of that paper. And so you've repeated that over and over and over. And the auto-suggestion is the same with daily affirmations. Pick that up, read them to yourself with some feeling in it, believing that you're going to get that, and that becomes in itself self-talk, auto-suggestion. You know you can accomplish those things when you develop that through your mind, through your five senses, so that your subconscious repeats that back to you. So when you're confronted with that, whether you are in a situational self-confidence, or a temporary self-confidence thing that you're lacking in, it can bring those things out to eliminate those situations where your self-confidence is the weakest at. So use auto-suggestion, my friends, to be able to and self-talk, if you will, if you want to make it as plain and simple as it can be. Talk to yourself in a way that makes you feel good, so that when you become in a situation that challenges your self-confidence, then your subconscious says, you've got this. You can do this. As Ray Higdon also calls that, that could be your posture. Take back your posture and through your self-confidence display that to the person or job or whatever it is you're about to do. Put that to work in your life. My friends, I hope you found value in this evening. I hope I have explained that in somewhat of a sense that you can understand what autosuggestion is and why you should use it in your daily life to be able to develop self-confidence. And if you have found value in this, please comment below or share it with somebody that you think needs a lift up in this part of it. And go back and view the other video to get the first two parts. And I'll be back tomorrow with another part of it. So thank you, my friends, for stopping by, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great evening.